Welcome to Phantom Radar Battalion, locking onto today's key events of August 13th, 2024. Let's dive into the critical global developments shaping our world today. Tensions in the Middle East are escalating rapidly. Iran's military involvement in the region is growing more aggressive by the day. Iran-backed militias have launched several missiles at the area around the Conoco military base in eastern Syria. This base is a key location for U.S. forces, and the attack has triggered a swift response. U.S. artillery strikes were reported in nearby areas, specifically targeting regions controlled by Assad's forces. These strikes are a direct retaliation for the missile attack on the U.S. base, where American soldiers are stationed. The situation is further complicated by a recent meeting between the Iranian and Belarusian defense agencies, marking the third such meeting in just 2 weeks. This frequent communication signals a deepening military cooperation between the two countries, raising concerns about the broader implications for regional stability. Adding to the complexity, U.S. President Biden was asked whether he expects Iran to refrain from launching a retaliatory strike if an agreement on Gaza is reached. His response was cautious, stating that he does expect Iran to hold back, but the reality on the ground remains uncertain. Syria is becoming a flashpoint as military actions escalate on multiple fronts. The skies over eastern Syria are filled with the roar of U.S. warplanes following the missile attack on the Conoco base. This area, already a hotbed of conflict, has seen increased activity as U.S. forces respond to threats from Iran-backed militias. The Assad regime is also stepping up its military actions, with artillery shelling reported in southern parts of the country and near Aleppo. These attacks are part of a broader effort by Assad's forces to maintain control over key territories, but they also contribute to the growing instability in the region. The U.S. military presence in the Middle East has surged, with around 40,000 troops now stationed in the CENTCOM area of operations, up from the usual 32,000. This increase in military assets underscores the heightened state of alert as the situation in Syria and the broader region becomes more volatile. In the ongoing Israel-Palestine conflict, tensions have reached a new high. Recent military actions and confrontations in the region are pushing both sides closer to a broader conflict. The situation is particularly delicate, with international observers closely monitoring any developments that could spark a wider escalation. This period of heightened tension has put the international community on alert, as any significant escalation could have far-reaching consequences for stability in the Middle East. In Eastern Europe, the conflict between Ukraine and Russia shows no signs of abating. Explosions were reported in the Kursk region of Russia, possibly due to drone attacks, and air defense systems were active in the Kyiv region, responding to incoming Shahed drones. These incidents highlight the ongoing intensity of the conflict as both sides continue to engage in aggressive military actions. Adding to the tension, a large wildfire has broken out along the Ukraine-Moldova border near Palanka. This fire is yet another challenge for the region, already strained by the ongoing war. In Western Europe, unrest continues to plague the United Kingdom. Protests have become more organized, with various groups demonstrating against what they see as an erosion of free speech and civil liberties. The situation remains tense, with violence flaring up in some areas while cooling in others. Meanwhile, in Belgium, the European Union has backtracked on a threatening letter sent to Elon Musk regarding potential legal consequences for content on X, formerly Twitter. The letter, which was sent without proper authorization, has been a source of controversy, highlighting the growing tension between tech platforms and regulatory bodies in Europe. On the home front in the United States, the focus remains on the Middle East. The Pentagon has confirmed an increased military presence in the region, with thousands of additional troops and assets deployed to ensure readiness in the event of further escalation. The US is clearly preparing for all possibilities as the situation in Syria, Iran, and the broader region continues to evolve. That's all for today's briefing. The world is on edge, with conflicts and crises unfolding on multiple fronts. Stay tuned, stay informed, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.